Tobe, Rick just talked about the rebounding not being where he wants it to be. What do you think needs to change, or what details need to improve for it to get to where he wants it to be?
I think it's just our intent, specifically defensively. I know we let up a lot of offensive rebounds. I think it's just making sure we hit our man, box out, and then go and grab the ball. But I think it's an overall effort.
Kind of sticking with the rebounding theme, what's the challenge for you this year with a bigger role of balancing being really aggressive on the glass and trying to stay out of foul trouble?
I think it's just picking my spots, honestly, knowing that if the opposing player has the ball, not to go for it, maybe take myself out of a defensive position, to fight another day, but still sort of try to keep that tenacity when going towards the offensive glass. Also understanding, when free throws are being shot, that's definitely an easy way for refs to see that, a push in the back or things of that nature. So I just have to be cognizant of that kind of stuff.
JP, what do you know after the last 3 days that maybe you didn't know going into these two exhibitions?
Just how hard we compete. We do it every day at practice, and just translating over the game and seeing how well and how easy it was that we translated it to actual gameplay was something awesome. I thought something that I didn't think would be such a smooth transition, but I think we did a really good job of just working at it in practice and coming into the game and doing the same thing.
JP, over on your right, coaches all for years always thought that as freshmen, they think they know what it's like to play hard, but they don't even understand how hard it is to play 4 minutes as hard as we wanted to. Is that true? Or are you finding that to be the case, in these two exhibition games, just how the managing is?
Yeah, it's definitely very challenging. It's playing a game, difference from practice is, your mindset's racing in the game. But it starts to slow down, you start to, adjust. But, definitely, it's definitely a challenge playing in the game, fast pace, make sure you're not making any mistakes, just make sure you're doing the right thing.
JP, Coach Barnes said that when the freshmen were on the floor, you guys missed the set there that he wanted to call out. How do you guys make sure to run the correct set that he's calling for moving forward?
Really just focusing, really just making sure that we're focusing on what we got to run, making sure that we all know what's going on, making sure that we're echoing what's going on, yelling at each other, what exactly the play is, and not being sloppy with it, and just locking it and getting it done.
Question for both guys. I guess you scored about 90 points a game the past couple of days, and one of them was a road game at Michigan State. And Rick Barnes tonight said the offense is not running the way he wants it to be run. I'm wondering what when he says that, what does he mean? What's not being run right that needs to be run better?
I think Coach, he's looking for perfection, even though it's not attainable. It's something that he always strives for, and he's always pushing us to be better in all facets, offensively and defensively. And I think when it comes to us offensively, he wants us to be cognizant of all reads, all players that are open on different cuts, and he wants to make sure that we're getting the best possible shot every time down the floor. I know he's aware that we have great shooters, on the perimeter, and he wants to make sure we utilize them to the fullest.
Tobe, what have you learned about this team in these two exhibition games?
Personally, I think we're very talented. We have so many different pieces, so many versatile guys. I think that when it comes down to different scenarios during the season, I think we'll be able to really face anything. Go small, go big, go super big. Honestly, I think any predicament that we might find ourselves in, down the road, we'll be able to face it just because we have all the pieces to combat, any real adversity.
For both of you guys, what was it like walking to the airport in East Lansing and seeing Magic Johnson?
It was fire. It was super sick. Best point guard ever played the game. I had to snag a flick as soon as I saw her.
For sure. I think when we were riding the bus, we saw the Lakers playing, sort of parked, so we were just curious, why is that there? And then we're going through security and we see him standing right there. Personally, I was a little starstruck. I couldn't believe it, but it was really cool seeing him in person.
So it didn't set him when you saw the Lakers playing that might be who it was?
Nah.
No, we thought it was LeBron.
Yeah.
Anything else? Last question for Carter.
CC got that bucket right at the buzzer. Y'all went crazy. How exciting is that to watch you score?
It's amazing. You know, CC's a tremendously hardworking player, truly selfless. He comes in day out, not expecting anything in return, but putting his best foot forward, and is just always working hard. I think where that sort of shows itself the best is when we're getting ready for games. And we have a scout team. You know, he's always, you know, mimicking the player's tendencies the best. So we have a great, you know, sort of in-game feel of how that player is going to play, and it definitely prepares us. You know, he was Sissoko last game during scout for Michigan State. You know, that helped us a lot with, you know, how he is on the interior. So he's just really great at preparing us.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Appreciate
guys.
it.
Thanks, Alex.